Всем привет, меня зовут Никита, вы на канале Никеймер, и это продолжение прохождения 2K Showcase про Дэниела Брайана. Сейчас у нас матч Дэниел Брайан против Миза 19 сентября 2010 года за титул чемпиона Соединенных Штатов Америки. Ну что ж, погнали!
You would think a high-profile match with the World Heavyweight Champion would solidify my status in WWE, right? Nope. Just a few months later, I was released. For those of you keeping track at home, this was the second time I was released by WWE. I thought this time I might be done with WWE for good. But not long after my release, I returned at SummerSlam. When WWE called me, they said, hey, if you want to come back, that's for the main event of SummerSlam. Main eventing SummerSlam, it's just super cool. Old school pay-per-views still holds special meaning. Not long after SummerSlam, my strained relationship with The Miz picked up right where it left off.
Let me tell you something, I'm the pro, I am the talent.
The Miz is almost a perfect adversary for me because we are so polar opposites. The one thing I do respect about Miz, he works very, very hard.
You and me, U.S. Championship match. Yes or no? Yes.
We had our first match against each other at Night of Champions 2010 for the United States title.
Ну что ж,
Look at the Miz. He's
вот он
worked
матч.
hard,
Ну
he's
что, давай,
charismatic,
Miz.
he's smart, he's Mr.
Покажи,
Money in the
насколько ты
Bank,
хорош.
and
Давай,
he's the
давай.
United States champion.
Well, Michael, he may not be one of those things if he lands in Daniel Bryan's label lock.
Bryan
Bryan faced Miz in a submission match on Raw, and he made Miz tap faster than a heavy metal drum. If that happens tonight, we'll have a new United States champion.
Miz was saving himself.
Ах ты зараза, реверсирует. Опа, не успел.
Look at this. Miz.
Ай, залом руки. Нет, нет, это submission.
Is he done?
Все нормально.
Oh, and he breaks free. But the damage might have already been done.
Что дальше? Окей. А, ну замечательно. На задницу шлепнулся. Просто прекрасно. Ай, тихо, тихо, ты чё? Не забивай меня. Посмотрите, что делает, да? Удушающий в игру. Нечестно. Так. Удар.
Daniel Bryan may
Сейчас
only
с
be 8 months
разбега.
into his WWE
Да что ж такое-то,
career, but
не
this is a
получается.
Decade-long journey for Bryan that could lead to his first taste of WWE Gold here at Night of
А вот это
Champions.
больно.
It was March of 2000 when Daniel Bryan made his debut on the
Так,
independent
встаем.
scene under
И
the
третья
reign of Shawn
попытка.
Michaels, and we
Он
might see
реверсирует.
Bryan
Вы
make his
посмотрите,
first
что делает,
strides
а?
towards HBK level success if he
держи.
gears the cover. And Daniel Bryan kicks out.
Well, unfortunately, yes movements don't die that easily.
Тихо.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Ты посмотри, какой блатной. Ну-ка. На, наконец-то. Что дальше? Опять дамажим, окей.
I believe Daniel Bryan has a strong chance of winning tonight. The guy was trained by Shawn Michaels, who must have taught Bryan a thing or two about high-pressure matches.
What
Смотрите,
has
что
happened
творит
to you, Corey?
Миз.
You've turned into
Просто
another
выносит
Saxton.
меня.
Yeah, and Daniel Bryan was also trained by The Miz. Quite frankly, Bryan should have listened to The Miz more, and maybe he
Нет,
would have
нет,
won
нет.
NXT.
Не надо мне тут этого.
Now watch this. Daniel Bryan looking to
Давайте-ка с
attack
третьего
from
каната
high.
на него.
You know what? I take back what I said about
Погнали.
Daniel Bryan potentially winning NXT. Bryan
Вот это
never
головой
could have
в
won
плечо ему
NXT.
было.
He started with a 10-match losing streak. He probably only
Так,
quit because he
конечно.
would have been eliminated soon. Anyway,
Michael, all it takes is one win to change your fortune, and Daniel Bryan looks likely to get that win tonight.
Замечательно. Что дальше?
he stopped his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
Хорошо, давайте.
Look at this.
Even though Daniel Bryan did not have the best track record as an NXT rookie,
I think a win tonight would make Daniel Bryan worthy of being a WWE NXT Pro. Okay. If Daniel Bryan ever becomes an NXT Pro, pinfall attempt here from Daniel Bryan, and the champ kicks out.
It'll take more than that.
Oh boy, he is
Ах ты
rolling.
зараза такая. У него сигнатура, это плохо.
He's flipped the switch,
Я
that's
его
for sure.
реверснул? Нет, нет, не реверснул.
And it's Bryan showing some agility.
Так. Ах ты, скотина такая. Я теперь реверсировать не могу.
Elbow after.
Плохо. Очень плохо.
Watch it. Miz.
Замечательно, он на свою
Miz is doing
сигнатуру
all he
пробует.
can. Neckbreaker. That
А
could
это
be it.
очень
Can
плохо.
he finish the job?
This is the Miz's chance.
Why would anyone, please tell me, why would anyone root for Daniel Bryan? He's an indie. He's fighting
Ой,
back
замечательно,
here.
I
хорошо.
expected nothing less, Cole.
Реверснул. Что это было?
Ooh, what impact. Boom! What a kick.
Хорошо. Irish Whip. Perform a running strike.
Every
Чего?
title's on the line here tonight at Night of Champions.
Вот.
The Miz is
Это
no
как это
stranger to
называется?
champion.
Ну-ка, секундочку. Это... Так. Окей.
At one point, he held the U.S. title and the Tag Team Championship simultaneously. And that briefcase is a near guaranteed WWE Championship win.
Okay, Michael, I know where you're going to go with this. I know what you're trying to lead to. Yes, Daniel Bryan hasn't won a title here yet, but he's only been on the roster for 8 months. What happens if The Miz comes up short here tonight against Daniel Bryan?
Well, it hasn't happened yet, has it, Byron?
It could be on the verge of occurring. Daniel Bryan from the top rope. Miz is in trouble.
Yeah, but look at the Miz fight back. What a warrior.
Great wherewithal from the Miz. Daniel Bryan hung out to dry.
Boom! No!
Just like that, the Miz has turned the tides in this matchup.
This is what I'm talking about.
Так.
The champion into the cover. Daniel Bryan kicks out easily.
Well, unfortunately, yes movements don't die
Опа,
that
тихо.
easily.
Секунду. Так, я ему должен сделать yes-lock. А как он делается? Суперстар инфо. Так, special moves. Так у него... тихо.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Front kick with precision.
This is going to be big, one way or another.
Так, что-то дичь какая-то происходит. Как сигнатуру сделать? Какая у него сигнатура, ё-моё. Так. Так. Корнер дропкик, ага.
Oh, great height. Can't waste any time here. The Miz's chances just went from bad to worse.
Nice takedown again. Oh, nice takedown. Looking to lock it in. The bell lock is in.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
I think
The yes lock is in. The yes lock is in.
Unreal.
The yes lock is applied. Will his opponent tap?
The Miz getting outclassed here tonight, guys.
Ой,
Even
замечательно.
more amazing this time around, Cole.
Получилось. Мы выиграли. Мы победили.
He did it. Daniel Bryan is U.S. champion.
No, it can't be.
Великолепно. Повторы.
that was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. There's good, there's great, and then there's downright unbelievable WWE action. Ladies and gentlemen, you just got a taste of the unbelievable.
Champion, Daniel Bryan.
That was a fluke. The Miz slipped and Daniel Bryan somehow took advantage.
The long road for Daniel Bryan leads to the United States title.
That was simply a case of one guy determined to prove his dominance over another.
And I'll tell you, the roof nearly blew off this place in Rosemont, and the bell finally rang to end this one.
Молодец, Дэниел Брайан. Поздравляем его с приобретением титула чемпиона Соединенных Штатов Америки. А мы погнали дальше.
After I defeated The Miz, my WWE career really started to take off. I won the Money in the Bank briefcase and then cashed it in to beat The Big Show for my first World Heavyweight Championship.
Can you believe it? Daniel Bryan is the new World Heavyweight Champion.
But for every step forward, it seemed like I took 2 steps back. One was pretty big. When at WrestleMania in 2012, I lost the world title in just 18 seconds.
Oh man! A rope kick by Sheamus! Oh my God! Sheamus is the world champion! That may be one of the fastest title changes in the history of WrestleMania!
After that, I was angry and wanted to blame a lot of people for my failure. But it actually led to one of the most enjoyable times of my career.
Daniel Bryan's forced to go to anger management with that man. No!
I formed an unlikely partnership with Kane.
Shut your mouth right now! The devil's favorite demon is nothing without the world's toughest vegan! No! 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 No!
Kane is one of my favorite people. We almost have the same sense of humor.
Daniel Bryan and Kane hugging out tonight. This is the most awkward and weird thing I've ever seen. There we go. Yes, yes. They hugged it out. Anger management, I believe, has been a success.
We just had a lot of fun.
We watch each other's back. Team Hell No style.
We had our first shot at the Tag Team Championships when we faced Kofi Kingston and R-Truth at Night of Champions in 2012.
О да, я обожаю
We're in Boston in a building where many great champions have been crowned, and right now the tag team titles are on the line. The champions Kofi Kingston and R-Truth against the unlikely team of Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Talk about an odd couple, Michael. With everything we've seen from Bryan and Kane in the past few weeks, I gotta wonder if Dr. Shelby's anger management therapy can turn these two into a cohesive unit.
What do you know about therapists, Saxton? They've been thrusted into this position, while the champions have been centered around their teamwork for the past 5 months. Kane and Bryan only have anger management in common. I wouldn't call that a building block towards tag team titles.
Пожалуйста. Нет, не мог бы, ну ладно, хорошо.
You know, Byron, Kane and Daniel Bryan almost accidentally stumbled into this title opportunity when they defeated the prime-time players on last week's Raw.
I can tell you it was no accident when Kane delivered a hateful choke slam on Bryan. It just so happened that Daniel landed on their opponent long enough to gain the
pinfall. Пожалуйста, передай.
Can't foresee that being the outcome against the champion.
Передай Труху. Получай powerbomb.
Severe damage being inflicted to the back.
He's getting closer, Court. There it is. The tag has been made.
Заканчивай там.
In the worst way, Michael.
Да что ж такое, ну?
Beautiful. This might be it. Oh my.
Здорово. Так. Какая следующая задача? Так, Дэниел Брайан. Ага. Да как так-то, ну?
I need to say, guys, if Daniel Bryan and Kane can work together and win here tonight, Dr. Shelby deserves a Nobel Peace Prize.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, Cole, but I have it on good authority that Dr. Shelby isn't even a certified therapist. My sources on the health board say he dropped out of medical school to visit Tibet on some kind of spiritual excursion. That guy's a fraud. Attacking the arm.
Great way to break down your opponent.
Какая следующая задача? Так. Теперь на бегу надо провести ему удар. Хорошо.
Can we address R-Truth and little Jimmy, please? If anyone needs Dr. Shelby, it's R-Truth. The guy's seeing things. He's holding ropes to let an imaginary person into the ring. Forget Daniel Bryan and Kane. Someone please help R-Truth.
I think R-Truth is doing just fine. This week, WWE2K19 had a pictorial about little Jimmy's family. Portraits like little Jimmy and a birthday party hat. Pretty fabulous.
Выкатился. Перформу дабл тим
Cole, I was reaching out to get R-Truth help for his imaginary delusion, but you're here enabling self-destructive behavior. We know what having imaginary friends well into adulthood can do to a person. We've seen what it's done to Saxton.
Well, I would have to refute that, okay? I'm a well-adjusted adult gentleman with many real-world friends, too. Thank you very much.
Так.
Daniel Bryan has so much on his mind right now. He was ballistic in a WWE.com interview. The problem is Daniel Bryan, he's a great competitor, but this crowd constantly distracts him. How can anybody do their work when this is going on?
Well, it's absolutely unfair. Bryan has to keep his anger in check while hearing the WWE Universe mock him. And then he also has to focus on his opponent. It's a lot to handle.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Trust me, if you're a WWE superstar, this is not where you want to be.
No way. We touched on how much is going through Daniel Bryan's head right now. Again, this all started when Daniel Bryan thought the fans were embracing him. And then when he realized they were actually humiliating him by repeating his yes chant, Daniel Bryan just snapped.
That's one of the reasons he seemingly has gone off the deep end. Whoa! Lie detector!
Hey, Byron, what's up? He might just win this thing right here. There it is. Now the question is, can R-Truth finish? We've been seeing Daniel and Kane in therapy for weeks now. It's not anger management that these two need. What they need is respect from the WWE Universe. These yes chants fans do are an absolute mockery to Daniel Bryan. I don't blame him one bit for being angry.
Дропкики. Удерживаем.
The cover. And it's R-Truth able to stop the count. Gonna take a whole lot more. You know, Corey, I see Daniel's issues with the S chant, but I don't have a problem with it. I mean, even in Montreal, where we were for Raw this past week, the crowd chants "we." So these yes chants are becoming bilingual.
Так, как submission делать? Окей.
Daniel Bryan just a few feet away, and you're doing this. You should see if your friend Dr. Shelby does sensitivity training as well, because you need it.
Плохо делаю.
Boom! What impact!
Нет.
Harsh impact. You know, I have to say, I have seen some progress in Kane and Daniel Bryan's anger management. I don't think they are all the way there, but there's been definite progress.
I see it too, Michael. We don't see Daniel screaming in the face of fans anymore. He's keeping his composure.
He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
He's looking at it. Is he done?
In comparing Daniel Bryan and Kane's progress in therapy, I think there are two different cases. Bryan had an emotional breakdown, but
and he breaks free.
But the damage might have already been done, Michael.
Uh-oh. He's a spinning ball of energy.
Oh, and he releases the hold.
Wow. Part of me thought that was it, Cole.
Kane wants to put this away.
Наконец-то.
Is he done?
Так, теперь надо передать тег Дэниелу Брайану.
Tagged in.
Бум. Кофи into the corner. Окей. Кофи Кингстон мне нужен.
He's calling for it.
The end is near for him.
Иди передавай тег. Ой, я ему лицо разбил.
Guys, when the WWE Universe has the power on Monday Night Raw, they can be really nutty. Case in point, a few weeks ago, the WWE Universe voted on social media to have Daniel Bryan and Kane hug it out in the middle of the ring. Yes, folks, hug it out.
Yeah, it was not a sight we usually see in a WWE ring. Kane and Daniel appear to be two people that have never given a hug in their whole life. An awkward moment that showed they both still had a ways to go in their anger management.
Beautiful technique.
Ooh, no work against Kingston there.
Не этого я хотел.
Comes up big with the reversal.
Да что ж такое, ну?
Look at this.
Не-не-не.
Here comes Daniel Bryan sending Kingston across the ring.
And Daniel Bryan looking to put Kofi Kingston away for the tag team titles. Drop kick. Kingston's in trouble.
The Kane are in peril. The Big Red Machine making the long climb to the top rope.
I don't think Bryan wanted Kane to make the tag.
No, not at all. He felt like he was in control. And now Kane is heading up top.
It's just a matter of time till this team implodes. We know they can't stand each other.
Kofi Kingston.
Look at Bryan. Bryan is hanging on to the ankle of Kane.
Kingston.
Crash and burn.
And now Daniel Bryan. Shoved away by Kane.
This is hilarious.
Bryan with a shot to Kane.
What is happening?
And there's Kane on the top rope. Splash into a cover.
Забавно получилось, да. Просто он его скинул, и он удержал. Серьезно?
I cannot believe what we just saw.
WWE Tag Team Champions Daniel Bryan, who can't stand each other, but now they're Tag Team Champions.
Kane can't believe it. Daniel Bryan is celebrating.
No amount of therapy could
Необычная
prepare the
победа.
WWE Universe for this. This is going to
И
be a
очень
disaster.
забавно.
Can you imagine Kane and Daniel Bryan as tag team champions?
You don't have to imagine it. It's a reality.
And it's weird.
I guess anger management worked, well, at least somewhat, right?
Team champions! I am the tag team champions! I am the tag
And look at
team
this.
Can't even agree who the real champion is.
am
both of them,
the
Byron.
tag team champions! I am the tag team champions!
This is going to be interesting to watch. There's obviously no argument here. They both won the titles.
Что с ними не так, блин?
They can't even enjoy the victory together. The Big Red Machine certainly not pleased with the situation, but he can call himself one half of the tag team champions.
Да уж. Вот такой вот матч. Ну что ж. Не знаю даже, заканчивать здесь или не заканчивать. Пожалуй, давайте еще один матч сыграем.
Team Hell No had a great run, but like most tag teams, Kane and I eventually went our separate ways, and I returned to pursuing my goal of winning singles titles.
I need to win the WWE Championship.
It was around this time I had a series of matches with Randy Orton that would have a much greater effect on my career than I could ever imagine. I put a lot of pressure on myself during this because Randy was really the first real top guy that I had a rivalry with. If I could do well with Randy, that puts you even to another level. I felt I had a lot to prove, which led to some very hard-hitting and physical contests. I got pretty banged up, but I was determined to fight through it and not let it slow me down. So much so that I went on to face Randy Orton in a street fight rematch on Raw.
Неплохо, неплохо. Стрит-матч. Вот прямо сейчас.
A sold-out Raw here in Charleston, South Carolina. Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton started the match with a double disqualification, but they will settle things in the main event with a street fight. Randy Orton called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Kane called Daniel Bryan a weak link.
Bryan is here to prove that he is not
A weak link.
All order as he faces 9-time WWE champion Randy Orton.
Дэмэдж, окей. Аутсайд. Так, тихо. Так у нас стрит-матч или как? Если да, то без бой вообще. Замечательно. Так, берем кендл-стик. Да, он стол достал, хорошо.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Иди сюда. Иди сюда. Иди сюда, говорю. Ах ты, зараза такая.
Randy Orton has had rage issues, and Daniel Bryan is no stranger to anger management. Who has the advantage in a twisted match like this?
There's a world of difference between how Bryan and Orton process their anger. Orton's turned it into a Hall of Fame career. Bryan suffered some of his worst losses due to his mental issues.
Тихо, он меня швырнул. попытка.
This rivalry between Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton has been simmering for weeks and looks to violently explode during this street fight.
Bryan has been determined to show he can beat Orton. Last week on Raw, Randy Orton won the match via ref stoppage when Bryan injured his arm. Bryan got a count-out win 4 days later on SmackDown, but he wants a definitive win over the Viper here tonight.
We recounted Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton's matches as of late. We thought it would be settled in tonight's opening match, but they brawled to a double disqualification.
Well, you won't see a count-out, DQ, or an injury in this match. One of these guys is going to be pinned or submitted at the conclusion of this street fight.
Встаем.
It's kind of a shame that Orton and Bryan are fighting tonight and that they will also be brawling with Kane in the Money in the Bank match, since those three men are the only trio to pin or submit the Shield in a six-man tag team match.
It's even more impressive when you consider the trios that fell to the Shield at WrestleMania. Sheamus and The Big Show failed. On the Raw 2 weeks after WrestleMania, Team Hell No and The Undertaker couldn't do it. Last week, Team Hell No and Orton finally beat the Shield, and in 3 weeks, they'll be fighting each other for Money in the Bank.
Так, последняя попытка.
Orton's starting to falter a bit, and you can tell it's starting to frustrate the Viper.
A street fight should be Orton's forte, but he's facing an extremely motivated Daniel Bryan.
Ringside. Grab a table. Okay.
We saw Team Hell No dissolve last week on Raw as both Kane and Daniel Bryan turned their sights towards the WWE Championship.
Step one in that process is beating Randy Orton. Defeating a guy of Orton's stature puts you near the front of the line for title opportunities.
Slammed with authority.
Going back to Kane and Daniel Bryan's breakup, it seemed cordial, but their paths could easily cross again if what...
Yeah, that reminds me, Michael. Team Hell No didn't officially hug it out when they broke up. Things could be bad between Kane and Bryan.
Ow.
Daniel Bryan has been consumed with the idea that he's a weak link due to his performances in tag team competition as of late.
Well, Bryan tends to be consumed by just about every minor annoyance, but he did take the pin in 3 straight tag team championship losses to the Shield.
Looks like setting up for a suplex.
Looking to finish things off. Bringing back up Daniel Bryan as a weak link. Note that he's not sorry he let Kane down when he cost Team Hell No the tag titles. Or that he failed Randy Orton in their quest for the tag titles. Bryan's just thinking about himself here.
Look, Bryan may have faltered in those matches, but Bryan was also the guy who got Seth Rollins to tap out for the Shield's first ever 6-man tag team loss. He can obviously be a team player, but right now, Bryan is out to prove he's a single superstar.
Daniel Bryan has a major task ahead of him tonight. He's got to beat a man with just about every accolade on his resume in the form of Randy Orton.
Yeah, Corey, you're not kidding. Orton has held the Intercontinental Championship, the Tag Team Championship, he's won the Royal Rumble, and has been WWE Champion 9 times.
We compared Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan's accolades before, and Daniel Bryan has a decent resume too, as he's won Money in the Bank and has held the U.S. title, tag team titles, and the world title 1 time.
Да что ты будешь делать? Почему он не ломается? Что за фигня?
Taste of success. Orton's been feasting on it forever.
I don't believe it. And that table can shorten careers, Michael.
Может, ты поставишь его?
We're seeing 2 favorites of the WWE Universe battle it out here, and it's fitting that the WWE Universe voted for this to be a street fight.
The hashtag's been trending all night on social media, but the people picked the street fight over a falls count anywhere and the lumberjack match. I normally disagree with the people, but they made a good call here tonight.
I'm not surprised that Randy Orton couldn't make it as a tag team partner for Daniel Bryan. He hasn't had the best track record with allies this year.
That's true, Byron. Orton put his neck out for the Big Show to help him and Sheamus take on the Shield at WrestleMania. That match ended with Big Show punching out both his partners. Oh my God.
Да неужели? С третьего раза, офигеть. Кендалстик. Я не могу, это просто жесть какая-то.
You two gentlemen mentioned Orton's bad luck with tag partners. After Big Show's betrayal, Sheamus and Orton couldn't get along. It's a minor miracle that Orton helped Team Hell No beat the Shield.
Needless to say, I don't think we'll be seeing Orton teaming up with anyone in that locker room for quite some time after tonight.
Иди сюда, ну.
Incredible! There was a lot of force behind that one. Incredible! There was a lot of force behind that one.
There it is. Did you hear that crack?
Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan are both as tough as they come, and this is a matter of pride between both men. These are two guys who don't want to lose, especially to each other.
Look, we did see things get heated earlier tonight, but I think there's still a level of respect here. Neither is going to cheat to defeat the other. It's all about proving that you are the best.
Saxton, you were blathering about these guys being respectful, and I got to dispute you. Orton's done some despicable things to get ahead. Bryan certainly wasn't respectful when he cashed in Money in the Bank on the Big Show. You do what you can to get ahead in this industry.
Corey, that's all in the past. The WWE Universe loves both these guys because they're all about competition, not cheating.
Look at this. This could do it. You're not going to win many matches that easily.
It could take more than that.
Насчет один точнее.
A street fight is apropos for Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton, seen as both men will take part in the Money in the Bank ladder match in 3 weeks' time.
All the weapons we'll see Bryan and Orton sling tonight is just a prelude to the unforgiving steel ladders at play in a Money in the Bank match.
Incredible! There was a lot of force behind that one. Incredible! There was a lot of force behind that one. You two brought up the upcoming Money in the Bank match. Don't forget that Kane's in that match, too.
I think we know what this is.
Раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть, семь.
Impressive combination kicks. The Viper getting absolutely pounded right now.
You can't teach that type of talent.
He's in trouble.
Поднимайся.
He can't take much more.
Incoming.
Не прошел опять.
They get dangerous out here, especially when there are no countouts. He's looking banged up here, guys.
And it looks like things are about to get even worse.
Опять он стол достает.
Randy Orton's methodical attacks are starting to take their toll on the man he considers a weak link, Daniel Bryan.
Bryan's defeated many top WWE stars, but beating a guy the caliber of Orton may just be outside Daniel Bryan's level. What are we going to see here?
Hung up on the stomach. Incredible impact.
Да ё-моё.
Nailed it. I don't believe it.
And that table can shorten careers, Michael.
Вот ты попадешь в этот стол.
Uh-oh. Buckle bomb. The table is exploded. What a stomp.
Good grief.
Boom. What an elbow.
Yes, look, да ё-моё. Давай, иди сюда.
Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys.
Oh, the yes lock is cinched in.
Is it walks in? What's Randy Orton gonna do?
Ставочка.
Viper tap out. Orton's in serious trouble.
Trying to drag himself to the ropes, but remember the ropes aren't going to cause a break here.
Guys.
Because it's a street fight. And Orton with a kendo stick.
Repeated strikes with a kendo stick. Orton wearing the weapon out on Daniel Bryan's body.
Just what the WWE's Apex Predator needs is a weapon.
It's all perfectly legal.
You will find absolutely, oh my God, no remorse whatsoever from Randy Orton.
All the frustration inside the Viper bubbling over. Orton's like a man possessed. This won't end well.
And he's got Bryan on the second rope. Randy Orton could be closing in on a victory. Oh, vintage Orton with a DDT.
I think that's the beginning of the end, gentlemen. Randy Orton seems to be preparing to go to that place.
Randy Orton is focused. Randy Orton could be closing in on victory.
Looking for the RKO. No.
Backslide by Bryan. Shoulders are down. Oh, Orton kicks out. Now on a kick by Daniel Bryan, and now kendo stick in hand. And Bryan unloading on Orton.
Bryan returning the favor.
Ooh, what an upper.
Oh.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
When this guy's on,
Ой, я ему
look
лицо
out.
разбил. Замечательно. Так, секунду. Что надо сделать? Perform the OMG yes lock on Randy Orton in the ring and make him tap out. Ага, окей. Так, нужно, чтобы он стоял. Давай, 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 Orton.
There it
Поднимайся.
is.
Did you hear that crack?
You gotta believe this one's over.
Can he finish the job?
Incredible.
There was a lot of force behind that one.
Incredible.
Вау.
There was a lot of force. Oh,
Nasty impact.
the Viper
так.
strikes again. I love it.
This is what makes him one of the best in the
Я
business.
еще его должен опять победить, да ё-моё. Он мне сигну проводит.
Vintage Randy Orton. That should do it. He's got him covered.
Не-не-не.
A kick out, and you can see the frustration starting to build.
I can't believe what we're seeing here.
Нет.
Orton looking for
Нет, как так? На РКО попался. Вы серьезно?
Strikes again.
penny predicament. 1, 2, 3.
Нет, я проиграл. Вы серьезно?
The Viper victorious.
Вот это просто жесть.
Man, that Extreme Rules match is one of the best I've
РКО
ever
из
seen. It was
ниоткуда. Это
incredible.
просто
That was just one of
капец.
those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary
Как
performance.
так?
Here is your winner. He is the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Orton wins here, cementing
Жесть. Просто жесть.
a sold-out.
Wow.
Что
I
ж,
haven't seen a match like that
Here
in
is
a
your
long
проиграл.
winner.
time.
He
I might go
is
home and
the
watch a
Apex
replay.
Пожалуй,
It was
продолжим
that
уже в
good.
следующей серии, раз уж я проиграл.
Orton wins here, cementing his
Поэтому-
place atop WWE.
And Daniel
Я
Bryan
нажму
still
ретрай. Продолжим мы уже в следующей серии, поэтому подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, комментируйте. Ну и ждите следующую серию. И разберемся с этим Рэнди Ортоном. Честно говоря, я не на запись еще попробовал с ним подраться, и опять я проиграл ему на том же самом месте. Я не понимаю, почему, но просто не могу реверснуть его RKO. Ну что ж, ладно. Всем до скорых встреч, всем пока.